why is it important for people to acknowledge men's health?
Oh, I would say the biggest thing that's the stigma that men's health has is the biggest thing that we need to put emphasis on. And it's funny because it's more, men think that people look down on us and that we need to be embarrassed, or people think less of us when we acknowledge, you know, our health from a physical, mental, any side of it, because that's what makes us feel more comfortable. The reality is it's we put it on ourselves. We like to think that society looks down on us for that, but when you actually open up and you start to talk about your health and you start to talk about mental health issues, physical health issues, it's more accepted than men think. So really being able to get that message out, allowing people to acknowledge it more, will make men actually see that it is so much more acceptable than we think. And society doesn't frown on it. Society actually accepts it more. We're really trying to push that view, especially into younger men, to get them to realize that, waiting to be able to speak up or go to a doctor or ask for help causes more problems, longer term issues, and doesn't allow us to really just, love who we are. Because the hard part is that we hold it all in until it allows us to almost like blow up, and then doesn't allow us to really deal with those issues. So acknowledging men's health is going to be is a huge thing for men, especially younger men, so that they feel comfortable and be able to ask for it, ask for help. Tell people there is something wrong, whether it's physical, mental, or whatever it be. Just opening that gateway and that path to let them have a place to be able to say, hey, I need help.
Overcoming the stigma.
Yeah. It's not even that. It's the stigma. It's understanding the stigma's not there. Mm-hmm. We want to believe there's a stigma out there in society that says that we shouldn't ask for help. But we as men put that on ourselves. There is no stigma out there. No one looks down on us for actually acknowledging it.
What is the importance between physical and mental health? Is there a correlation there, do you think?
I honestly believe there is. I believe that's how my life has kind of transpired. It's, I had a lot of physical things that have happened to me, and I believe that they've manifested from mental health side. So, with me and my sexual abuse when I was 12 years old, not dealing with that and allowing that to turn me into a very angry person, I'm a true believer. And, I have doctors who give me the same acknowledgement that not dealing with that and allowing that stress to manifest over the course of 25, 30 years has created a lot of physical problems, in regards to, just even recently, stepping away from the stress of owning a software company and being the CEO actually just changed my test results to a positive. So alleviating the stress has only helped my physical health.
So you kind of talked about it with men, that it shouldn't be more difficult, but why do you think it's more difficult for them to seek help? What is it that stops them?
The thing that makes it more difficult is we believe that we have to be this big, tough protector. We're not someone who shows fear. As men, it's this masculine thing. It's the idea of, nobody can hurt me. I'm never afraid. And in reality, we all feel it. We just don't want to show it. I can talk specifically to my experience. I grew up someone who was a protector, whether it was playing hockey and being a fighter, protecting the guys on my team, or it was with my friends, or then all of a sudden, you become a parent and a very overprotective father. But I built myself into that. So when it came time to needing to ask for help, it felt like I was the guy who was the helper, not someone who needed help. So to ask for it didn't feel normal. It didn't feel comfortable for me. And I honestly thought people would think less of me because of that image that I had out there in society, that all of a sudden standing up and saying, hey, something's wrong, I need help, would have taken away from the person I was. And the reality is, it was my ego. It was my, that whole tough guy ego that arrogance of I can handle anything. In trueness, nobody can handle everything. You need to find that help. And the crazy part is we think that we have to go to certain places for help, and that's not true. It comes from wherever it feels right. We push people to, hey, you need to go see a doctor, hey, you need to go see a psychologist, or reach out to a teacher. But sometimes reaching out to a friend, sometimes reaching out and having a conversation with a stranger, that's what triggers it. You just never know where it's going to come from. So it's being able to get past your own arrogance and ego, for me anyway, is what really got me to the place of being able to reach out and ask people for help.